aka Mira, and you are tuned in to Look in the Mirror podcast, where we keep it all the way real, no play, period. Today I have 3 women with me to discuss the topic, he won't leave me alone. Like, what does that even mean? So I'm going to go ahead and start off by allowing them to introduce themselves. Starting with...
Hi everyone, this is Tannis.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Brittany.
Alright, so let's just jump right into it. He won't leave me alone. That topic can go a lot of different ways. So I'm pretty sure with the 4 of us talking, it's probably going to go in different ways. So we'll just go ahead and let Jasmine start off and tell us what does that mean to you, Jazz?
He won't leave me alone. I would say from my previous experiences, he won't leave me alone is dealing with a toxic man who literally just won't leave you alone. Like, you know in your mind that you're ready to leave him alone. You know you deserve better. You know you want better. And he literally is just being in the way of you healing and moving on and getting what you know you deserve. Like, he popping up at your house. He calling your phone. Even when you block his number, he calling from different numbers. Just basically just wanting to keep that toxic relationship in your life and just not allowing you to get what you know you deserve.
Oh, can't we all agree with that? Oh my gosh. All right, Brittany. What does that topic mean to you?
It mean, to me, kind of piggybacking off what she's saying, it's kind of like when you know he just ain't no good. He let you know right up front. He's still kicking it with him. Just still, I'm not saying giving him a chance, but he's still around. And then you allow for him to come back. When he's leaving, you may do something that you don't even realize they're doing for him to come back. So,
All right, Tannis. What you think about this girl?
So, I always kind of look at both sides of the spectrum. I kind of feel like, in most cases, not all, it's not necessarily he won't leave me alone. I won't allow him to leave me alone. Maybe I'm not ready. Or maybe I haven't done everything that I could possibly do to shut him out. I feel like people treat you and handle you how you allow them to treat you and handle you.
Yes, girl.
So if I'm not changing my number and sticking to it and making sure you don't get it or my address or whatever, then maybe I don't really want you to leave me alone.
Listen, I got one thing to say about that. Listen, I kind of feel the same way. I feel like, what do you mean he won't leave me alone? Like, I kind of feel like, unless this man crazy like Lifetime, want to kill me or, some possessive type stuff, like, I don't feel like, I feel like it's if I allow you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you gonna fuck with me if I allow you to fuck with me.
That's right.
Like, you gonna call me, well, yeah, that too. You gonna call me if I allow you to call me because I really can just block you. I think a lot of times when women say he won't leave me alone, I really honestly feel like they don't be wanting the man to leave them alone. Like, it's kind of like almost as if it's cute.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Reason. Yeah,
it's cute for whatever reason. Like, the man toxic is I don't know what, and they think it's cute to go, on Facebook and wherever else and try to, act like being in this toxic relationship is what's up. And, when really, you're really sad at night. You really don't want to be in that space. But it's kind of like, you really ain't ready to stop messing with them. I do think that, piggybacking off of Brittany, that, I feel like guys, for the most part, they kind of like show you signs or whatever. And I think we ignore what we want to ignore.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We ignore what we want to ignore. Because if a nigga walk up to you with some dirty shoes, you ain't going to ignore them.
Nah.
We ignore what we want to ignore.
Facts.
What y'all think?
Right, yeah.
Definitely.
I really feel like that.
But you know, sometimes them toxic dudes be resourceful. You block one number, they gonna call from their homeboy number, their mama number, and everybody else.
Nah.
It's like you on a blocking spree.
But is that
Everybody
cute
getting
though? But
to some
I mean,
people, the chase is fun because for once they're not chasing, they're getting chased.
Or
okay,
they say
ooh,
that-
that makes sense, girl.
Or
That
they
makes
think
sense.
that that's, oh, he care about me because he acting like this, or he showing out, or he doing it, that he only doing that because he really love me. No, he really stupid and so are you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not knowing that, girl, this is his character. He show out with everybody.
Everybody. Ain't
It's
nothing
nothing
special
about you. Hello.
Exactly. And that's
Hello.
what females fail to realize. They think, oh, he keep popping up at my house. He calling me from all these different numbers. What make you think he didn't do that to the previous female and the female
Yes.
before that? So it's kind of like you have to think about yourself, what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all said, a man is only going to do what you allow him to do.
Mhm.
He's going to continue to call you because he know you're going to pick up.
That's right.
He's going to keep popping up because he knows that's what you're going to allow. And so you really have to stand firm on what it is that you want in order for him to leave you alone. If you want him to stop doing the pop-ups, move. If you don't want him to call you, change your number. And then even if you have to put a block on numbers that's unknown, do that too. You have to really, really, really want him to leave you alone in order for him to leave you alone.
Yeah, you definitely have to mean what you say.
And I don't think, honestly, I don't think people be wanting nobody to leave them alone for real.
No.
Honestly, they probably can't even take it.
Yeah, folks don't like to be alone. A lot of people don't know how to live with themselves. So that is why they allow that toxicity come in. Because I know I was one of those ones, either I would get bored or I didn't like to stand the thoughts of just me and no one to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I believe that
definitely
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely have to love yourself, know how to be
Yeah.
by
yourself.
yourself. And I wasn't always like that either. It took certain situations in my life that made me have to be by myself, which made me find myself and love myself. So I became a whole different person. So game could not be ran on me again. Whatever else came along because that's what I wanted it to be, or how I wanted it to play out. The ball was no longer in his court. I was bouncing the ball. And I'm going to pass it to you when I get ready. Type deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
I truly believe in setting the tone in a relationship. I feel like if you go in a relationship and you allow a person to get away with so much, like in the beginning, or just so much, period, and I just feel like play ball, because they finna dog your ass. You finna get drugged. Because, and honestly, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I don't blame them dudes. Honestly, if I was a dude and I could play you and you still gonna be there with open arms, I play you too. Why not play you? Why do I need to be faithful to you when you don't require me to be faithful to you? Why do I need to, do, just anything? Like, why? When I can do what I want to do and I still can have you too.
But sometimes it boils down to like this. Like, I literally had to do some soul searching this week. But if you really think about the amount of dudes that there's available to us, we have less men to pick from that's available. And then from the available men, there's even more less that's good dudes. From the good dudes, most of them are married. So it's even less of them. So it's kind of like, dang, out of what's left, you got to deal with the ones that don't like us as black women. You got to deal with the ones that, may like other things.
Well,
Other things like what?
They may, they may not like, they may be homosexual.
Okay.
So you have to take them out the equation. And it's literally, statistically, there's less men in the world than there are women. There's less black men than there are black women. And then there are more black women doing great things out there. And then the ones that, like, I'm not saying not putting down black men, because there are great black men, but there are less of them. There's more great women than there are great men available.
Well, I'm going to add my 2 cents on that. I'm not going to necessarily say that we don't have black men available. It's just, what is it, or how is it that you're looking for these black men, or how are you allowing them to find you? Because I had that same mindset before I met my fiance. There is no more good men out here. Columbus is so small. I'm never going to find me a good man. And that's not true. What it is we're looking for what we're used to.
Ooh.
Like my fiance, like I shared that in the beginning, I wasn't necessarily attracted to my fiance. He's the first dark-skinned guy that I have been with. But I fell in love with so many qualities that he had. You know, he was kind, he was a friend, he was gentle, protective, he was supportive in so many different ways. And so I overlooked, you know, what I was used to or what exactly I've always looked for and stepped out of the box. And so that's what a lot of females have to do. They want this hood dude, or they want light skin, they want white, they want
to dress this way.
Yes, and you have to really open up. You know, you have to really open up. Of course, you have your preference, but sometimes it's okay to step out of that preference, you know, in order to get what you deserve. Because I feel like if I would have kept dating the men that I had previously been dating, I would not be where I am right now. You know, I had to really, first of all, allow love to find me. I had to stop being so available to these guys and just, you know, let the dude approach me, you know.
I'm sorry, Jim. I just had to.
Definitely.
So I feel like that having that mindset is not a good mindset to have when dating, because like I said, you have to really change your outlook on things, change your outlook on relationships and love, and you know what it is that might be out there, because it is there. You know, like I tell y'all, I definitely have my Russell Wilson, and I never thought it was possible. I still say, me and Sierra said the same prayer. And sometimes I wake up next to my fiance like, oh my God, like I really have this amazing man who not only loves his son, but loves my oldest son who's not even his, you know. And that just took me being open to dating out of what I was used to, you know.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I didn't say there weren't any. I just said statistically speaking is a big difference, because it's like 8 women to like 1 dude in general.
So do you think that makes women settle?
I honestly think, just looking at women from different parts of life, I do think to a certain extent a lot of women do have that mentality like, well, he has 1, 2, and 3 that I want out of 10. He may not possess 4 through 9, but I'm gonna settle. When, baby girl, we really don't have to settle. Like, there are other people out there, but I'm just saying, like, from my viewpoint, a lot of people kind of just take that into consideration, because I stepped outside my comfort zone with the past couple of dudes, and yeah, that was enough.
But then I do think it's a difference between settling and compromise.
Facts.
And you have some of these women that have like this whole list of what they want in a man. First of all, step back and look at yourself. Are you the type of woman to the type of man that you want? Like, are you equivalent? What do you bring to the table? I'm not saying, you know, you got to make the same type of money, be in your bag and all this kind of extra stuff, because you do meet people that build you up, and you build up people too in a relationship. You definitely should have that. But I do feel like some people are just shallow or stuck in their ways, and when you say step outside the box, that could mean step outside your race, step outside, oh, I like the one that dress in urban wear only, or, you know, it's just, we have to be a little bit more open-minded, I think.
That's good that you say that, Tannis, because that is, I feel like that is the truth. I feel like if you see a dude that's dressed down to the T, people be like, oh, yeah, that's my type. But if you see somebody that's, you know, I don't know,
loafer, you be like,
pants covering the shoes and all that crazy stuff like that, you immediately, and he could be the best man in the world, but we'll never know,
right?
Because your pants all over your shoe, falling all over them.
But sometimes they ain't no good.
You got on black Air Force Ones and stuff, and and he could be the best man. But you know what? That's so crazy, because I feel like women really miss out on good men because of how we think.
Right.
We really feel like this man got to look like this in order for us to even consider even giving him a shot. When really, the man that's with the corduroys, that's going over the pants and all that stuff, that's probably your Russell Wilson.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah. But see, and that's also, females that's a quality that you can change. You know, you buying a no good man all the Jordans. and all the polo.
Woo.
You could buy this good man. You could transform him to how you want him to be as far as dressing.
To
You
a
know,
certain
Yeah.
extent,
So-
like my old man, he like, hey, you ain't put me in no skinnies, and you ain't put me in these ripped up jeans with these tight t-shirt showing my arm, and I be like, boy, you be so fine though. but to a certain extent, I'm like, yeah. When I first met him, I was not checking for him. We're 13 years apart. He's 13 years older than me. That's the first thing. And then, too, when I met him, he was like bald head back then. We were feeling the guy with braids and dreads. I was like, but I think over time, what happened was we ended up talking and having these good conversations, and we were on the same level, mindset. And then when we started dating, he kind of just like blew my mind, and it was kind of like a guy I had never met before. Now, I ain't gonna say perfect. We go through things, we 13 going on 13 years in, but he definitely was totally different than anybody I had ever talked to. And had I would have kept blocking him like I did when I met him, I'm talking about gave him the wrong number and everything. He called it in front of me like, your phone not ringing, where's your phone? We wouldn't be here today 3 kids in 13 years later. So I think you really do have to be open-minded and look beyond, because I do believe you can fall in love with a person more than you could their looks. A person's conversation and how they treat you will make you fall in love with them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, my whole thing is I've never dated anybody with hair, dreads, braids, none of that. Like, when I was dating, like, as an adult, most of my dudes had to have, like, college degrees. I was strict on that because I had a degree. And that's all I legitimately dated. And then my niece came with, well, maybe you need a real nigga in your life. And I'm like, girl, what you talking about? What's a real nigga? Like, I thought these were real niggas too. What you talking about? Then she came with, oh, buddy. First thing he said on the phone, oh, if you hear about me in the streets, it's true. I'm like, oh, okay.
He was honest.
He was. And he's still honest to this day. And he said that if he wanted to be with me and cheat on me, I wouldn't find out. So.
Well, that means something probably ain't happening. You probably ain't found out, so you probably just gone.
No, he tell all the time. I was like, okay. I was like, boy, you live your life. We're not together. We're not together. We don't even kick it like that for real. Nah. I slept like 25, 30 women. I said, your sin ain't gonna affect when I go before my maker, right?
Well, then that brings me back to what Kira said, that like these guys show us signs, and we choose to kind of dust over or ignore. He's being honest with you. He's telling you. Right. So then you have those that get with him and be like, nah, I'm a good woman. I got good tootie. He ain't gonna step out this, and that.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I promise you, I don't know if y'all be seeing it, but everybody swear they got good tootie.
Everybody swear they got.
I just want to know who tootie really good, cause everybody tootie ain't good. I'm just saying, man, y'all don't ever be just seeing people just be bragging like about their junk on Facebook and stuff, and you be like,
but they still be getting cheated on. So
and we worse than the men about it. Like women really feel like Tootie run the world. Like these men, Tootie come a dime a dozen. Ask a real man, he'll tell you he can go get.
But I do feel like Tootie run the world though, because I do feel like it's just. Okay, let me just say this. I do feel like Tootie run the world, because I feel like without us, men ain't nothing. They ain't shit. Honestly, I feel like a man need a woman. Period. And that's just with everyday life. Now, when you say people feel like Tootie run the world,
they feel like they can keep a man.
Okay,
that's how I feel.
Okay, boom. You can't. It's just that these people got tacky Tootie.
That's it.
Y'all got niggas run over you, drag you like a dog Tootie. I don't got that kind of Tootie. I don't know what kind of Tootie y'all got, but I ain't got that kind of Tootie. My Tootie got requirements. You got to respect me. It's stuff you got to do. I don't have that kind of Tootie where you could just come knock on my door at 4:00 in the morning at 30 years old. Now look, we ain't gonna talk about the past when we was 17, 18, 19, because everybody, we all done did, whatever as we're young. But as grown adults today, this day and age, I don't got that kind of Tootie. No. I know a lot of people, on Facebook that, they still got that kind of Tootie.
They do. Like that. Yeah.
I don't want that kind of Tootie.
He just cussed you out 5 minutes ago, but showed up at your door, told you to bust it wide open, and you like, how high?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on, you
Don't
need
do
a
that no
bill
more.
paid, and you can't even get the bill paid, but yeah, you can give out Tootie.
Cause the bill over $40.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, they got to come down.
But listen, I mean, but I do think Tootie run the world. I do feel like that. I feel like if you manage your Tootie correctly, I feel like, you know, you can do some things.
Definitely.
You really can do some things. I feel like I manage my Tootie correctly. I feel like I could do some things with my husband.
Right.
Let me tell you, I really feel like that because, I mean, let's talk about this too. While we on it, tennis. Let's talk about this too. So, people, a lot of women, and I guess it has something to do with, you know, the new rappers, city girls, all them people out now. But everybody think they like a bad, let's just say the word, bitch.
Yeah, they do. Yes.
And, you know, but the type of stuff and the type of carrying on y'all doing, that ain't bad bitch behavior.
First of all,
Like, y'all real tacky. Like,
this
y'all...
this whole real ass bitch give a fuck about a nigga. First of all,
Hold on, don't do Young Miami, because, yo.
she did.
It's
But,
up.
but guess what?
It's up.
She up though.
It's up.
And these ones reciting and quoting her, they not up. That's the problem.
Not
She
at
a
all.
real ass bitch that can't give a fuck about a nigga. But you, what
They
you
be
doing?
flexing. They be crying over these niggas.
They do,
Period.
because we all women.
All these long, sad ass statuses, cut them. I'm tired of it.
Listen.
Y'all look real weak. I just want to let y'all know that.
Stop putting it out there, number one. Number one, I don't care if you crying at home at night, every night. The world ain't got to know. To me, I feel like people do that for an audience. You want an amen
Attention.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. When you know the truth, you know the answer, you know he ain't shit. What you need somebody to back you up for and say, girl, it's gonna be okay. It is, because you're gonna stop crying and you gonna get your ass up and move on. Like, I don't do all that on social media. Like, you'll never know really what's going on in my life for real by social media. No.
See, I did that. I was really transparent as a young woman, as a child, as I like to call it. About 21, 22, 23. Yeah, that stopped. And I go back, you know how Facebook want to bring up them old memories. I'm like, dang.
Facebook messy. Let's just say
Listen,
it. Period.
we just talked about this.
Period.
My
Yeah.
post 10 years ago. We just talked about. I was like, who the fuck was I mad at?
Right. Can't even remember
You
who
don't
you're
even
mad at.
remember, but you out here popping, like popping off. It's time out.
And you realize now it wasn't even worth it.
And can't
Well,
remember
It
what
wasn't
the
even-
hell
especially
it was
if you
about
can't remember it.
Wasn't
You
even
can't
worth it.
remember it. It wasn't even a factor in your life.
at all.
Y'all really be embarrassing yourself. I just want to let y'all know that.
Facts.
Over a short period of time, I think women too, we react, we knee jerk, we react in the moment. We don't take the time to just kind of sit back and assess.
And
Like you
think.
hollering about, he won't leave me alone. You all on Facebook, you telling your girls, take a minute and sit back and think about, okay, he done pissed me off right now. Do I really want him to leave me alone? I'm finna go over here, dog him out to my girls, tell them my business, tell them my side of our business. Now,
Right.
it's always three sides, his
sides.
side, my side, and
And
what
what-
really happened.
Facts.
And then 2 days later, he back in my house, and my homegirl like, now, bitch, you had me finna pull up, and we were finna show out. And look at you, back in love again.
Right.
Stop doing it. Like,
Yeah.
stop doing
But,
it.
okay, let's talk about it. What do y'all think make people just stay in toxic stuff? Like what is it? Because 9 times out of 10, it don't be money. These niggas be broke. Who
It
folks?
legit be
I ain't never
loneliness.
seen nobody crazy over no nigga with no money.
They legit be
Me
lonely.
Like,
When
have
you think
y'all?
about it.
I ain't never really seen no nigga crazy over nobody with no money. If you just
Well,
sit down and think about it. And I ain't talking about that little street nickel and dime that not no money. I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about somebody who put you up in a house, pay all your bills. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Your money is your money. Like, I'm talking about some real, matter of fact, we don't even got to go deep into that, because when I say no money, this sound is exactly what it sounds like. These niggas don't be having no money. So I just be wondering, like, okay, what you crazy about? Like, is it the penis? Is it, like, what is it?
Comfort.
Comfort.
Comfort?
Comfort.
But what kind of
Seems to me.
comfort? What kind of comfort?
And not wanting the next female
People
to
don't-
have what you have.
And the
But-
fact that they like the drama. They
But
like
what
to
is
be the
it? But,
attention.
okay, let's talk about comfort. Go back to comfort. What kind of comfort? Comfort that have you worrying
They
all
wanna be
night?
alone. They don't wanna
Comfort
be
that,
alone.
like, what is it?
Well-
Because that's not comfort to me.
Yeah, to me, my definition of comfort would be they don't want to start over.
Mm-hmm.
Once you invest in time in a person, you don't be wanting to start over and get back out there and pick up with a new person and redate.
I can
But
100
why?
agree with that, being the single person at the table. I hate starting over. It's
But
like,
why?
who wants to go through 50 times in a 2-month span? Hi, my name is Brittany. My favorite color is lavender. I do this, this, and that, and the reason I do this is because of that. Don't nobody want to keep going through that, so I can understand that.
To me, okay.
It's been a while since you've been single now.
It's been a while since I've been single. You are correct. But I think that in order for me to just be stuck on somebody, you sure enough got to be doing something.
Legitimately.
And to me, penis ain't enough.
Well, in this situation,
That ain't enough for me.
with old buddy, like I said, we don't talk like that, but it really ain't a penis because we don't have sex. We don't kick
What
it
is
like
it?
that.
Conversation?
His conversation sucked too. I can say this.
Okay, wait
I can
a
say
minute
this
now.
legitimately.
You just used to him being around or something?
He don't even really be around. Don't get
Okay,
Like,
it's
no-
you. It's you.
No,
It's you.
no.
And that's it at the end of the day.
Legitimately, at first, it was a different type of situation. He was real different from when I was accustomed to. He a country ass nigga. Ain't no other way to put it. He real country.
I like country niggas.
But no,
Them
he
be
ain't
the
that.
ones, girl.
He the country that's like.
I don't like them sorry city niggas. Niggas
True.
be sorry, don't want to cut grass or
Oh,
nothing.
he don't cut grass.
Uh-uh.
He don't cut grass. He be the nigga to pay somebody to come cut the grass.
I
That's
don't
the
like
type
that
of person
sorry
he
shit.
is.
Oh, he
Uh-uh.
a dope
You just like him filling that space in your life.
He does fill a space. Legitimately, if I need something, I truly need it, I'm like, damn, let me go ask this nigga. Bruh, this isn't that. Okay, what time you need it? Okay, I'll be there in a minute. And that's legitimately how he is. So it's kind of like the comfort thing that you talk about, but it's like, if I really want to walk away, I know I could, but then this is what this nigga do. He'll go to my niece. I really love your auntie. Your auntie the only woman that ever, she don't be taking my shit. She hang up on me. She block me. I don't hear from her for 2 weeks. So he'll send some
So
little
he
cakes
like
and
that
pies.
toxic stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah.
It sound like buddy toxic.
He is. Remember the argument we had not too long ago? He sitting there named all these women he had slept with. I said, baby, you want me to cry? I said, you really want me to cry? I said, it is what it is. Then his first thing is, well, I gave you money for such and such.
Oh yeah. See,
Okay, if you didn't want to give it to me, you didn't have to give it to me.
Nah, don't be reminding me.
That ain't my,
Being for me.
hold on, I was just finna say that ain't my type.
Oh,
don't throw up
no.
in my
Yeah.
face what you gave me.
Ever.
That is not my
Right.
type.
Matter of fact, you better not even remember.
Right, and then every time it's something like, you can't find nobody like me. I got 50,000 in the bank. Okay, bro.
Also, he don't feel like you the prize. He feel
feel
like
he the prize.
he got to go.
Right, he
sis.
feel
Yeah.
like, right.
I'm your new sis.
Right.
He got to go.
yeah.
He
And I was
taking
like-
up. He taking up
And I was
space.
legitimately, I was like, I don't have to be with you. I don't want to be. You live your life and I live my life.
Oh, but you do want to have something. You
No.
want him in your life some type
I
of
don't-
way.
like,
That is why
I
he's
really
still
have
there.
been doing some soul searching this week. And I was like,
I think you using him.
I don't think I'm using him because I don't think so.
It's okay to say it.
I feel wrong for saying that, but it is a convenience thing when it's come to certain things.
So it's comfort.
It's
It is
comfort.
It's really comfort.
Yeah.
So y'all think women put up with certain stuff due to something being convenient and just comfort?
Yeah, but it goes back to what Tinza said. Like, you have to really build yourself up, love yourself, fulfill your own needs in order for you to get what you need. Honestly, like,
Right.
like out of getting out of like that toxic relationship, I had to learn to be by myself, to love myself, and I just was like, I'm not going back to that. I don't care how bad I want to have sex. I don't care how bad I don't want to sleep alone. I don't care how bad I need $40. Not just playing, but I was like, I'm not dragging myself back to that, and it worked for me. It worked for me, I put set in stone what I wanted, what I was looking for, what I knew I deserved, and I stayed firm on that. I wasn't doing the whole comfort thing no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's something females have to learn, to go through the motions when it comes to getting what you deserve.
It's definitely not easy.
Yes, you're gonna have to hurt. You're gonna have to cry. You're gonna have to learn to love yourself. You're gonna have to be alone. You know, and then if you have 100 boyfriends in 1 year? Okay, that's your business. That's your business, but don't settle. You know what I'm saying? if he call you out your name, okay, you got to go. You know, if you can't pay a bill, you got to go. You know, or whatever it is that you feel like, yes, whatever it is, you know, you cannot settle. You have to be firm on what it is that you want, and you cannot allow that comfort to settle in. And that's one thing I did learn. And I'm not going to say that I didn't do it in the past, because I did. I did it in the past, not once, a few times. And I just realized that cycle was not working for me. And I knew what I wanted. I wanted a house. I wanted a family. I wanted real love. I wanted a ring, you know, and the type of dudes that you're allowing to do those things, they're not going to give you those things, because you're settling in comfort. And so they know they don't have to give you those things. And so. And
you're going to love them to death.
Yeah. And that's not to say that. You know, just because y'all ain't there now, y'all might not get there later.
Who's y'all?
Nah, I'm just saying. I already told you. As your new sis, he got to go. But I'm just saying, in general, like, from my own, you know, experiences, like, when I met my old man, I wasn't looking at him being how we are now. And we done been through some things. He won't leave me alone, moved on him and all kind of stuff, you know, but you have some that'll show you, I want you. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to be there. I want my family. I want you. Then, okay, show me. It's a difference between telling and showing. And I think sometimes women, we settle for the tell and not the show. And that's what we mess up at.
We settle for the dream.
Yeah. Or, you know, you want to give your man, let's be honest, you want to give your man a benefit of a doubt most of the time. But when they don't give you that benefit, then, you know, it's time. It's just time.
I think women just have to stop being so convenient. I think a lot of times women, you know, mistake somebody just really just wanting to be with them with convenience. Like, you know, of course he gonna, you know, call you or whatever because, you know, you convenient. Why not? Everybody, I feel like even if we just step outside of relationships, I feel like for the most part, everybody do what's convenient for them.
Everybody, yeah.
In some kind of sort of way. In some kind of way, everybody looking at, you know, what's convenient for you. So don't let that man, you know, fool you and make you feel like, oh, he just loved me so much. He loved me so much. He just don't want to be without me, whatever. Especially if he got an old lady. Because
I can't stand him.
Yeah, because I think people really be feeling like that. Okay, somebody got an old lady, and you like, yeah, he love me. He just keep coming over here with me. He keep cheating on her with me. You're convenient. When they into it, he know he can call you, and you gonna open the door. And let's just speak on it. We too old for that, y'all.
Facts.
Side chicks. If you wasn't no side chick when you were young growing up, you just need to hang it up. Hang it up. We are too old for that. Seriously. Most people got kids and they still side chicks. Like, how embarrassing is that? That is so embarrassing.
In their kids' life.
Yes, that's like, so embarrassing.
In Christmas pictures in pajamas and things. Right. But come Valentine's Day, it's a whole nother nigga. Like,
that's stupid. I would never ever do that.
Them niggas be in pajamas too now. They'll be in pajamas on what that is, Christmas, and the next day showing out. Like they just went posted in pajamas.
As soon as you say they name in your phone under babe with an emoji, they cuts the fuck
as soon as they get a whole different ringtone.
Yes, they do. I mean, it's just men, but like you said, as women, we kind of gotta set the tone. Stop being convenient. Stop settling. Stop being comfortable.
I feel like they act how we allow them to act.
Definitely.
I feel like if you treat a man like he can't come at you no other way but respectful, and whatever, I feel like that's how he's gonna come to you. He only gonna come to you how he know he can come to you, and I really believe it. Like, honestly, I never will think that Luke would just walk in this house and say, "Bitch, what's up, bitch?" or "Bitch, shut the fuck up." Like, he would never do that because you know why? I ain't gonna tell y'all why, but he ain't gonna do that. Like, he don't. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people treat you how you allow them to treat you, and that's not even with me. I feel like that's just with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's with friends. That's with family. That's with everything. I feel like people gonna come to you how they know they can come at you, and period. That's period. That's all I gotta say about that. That's period.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we just gonna be quiet.
Ain't nothing else. You set them out for.
I'm just saying. I just really feel like that. I feel like people gonna come at
That's
you
true.
how you allow them to come at you. People know who to go at with BS,
Yeah, that's pretty much the right.
and they know who gonna, sit there and deal with that.
And men know which women really want them to leave them alone and which ones don't.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
And they
true.
know who they can drag and who they can't drag.
Definitely.
Yep.
We got to tighten
I
up.
think
ladies.
men run from responsibility too.
And they do.
Some do. Some
Some,
do.
some do. Some will welcome it.
Some get a little nervous and try to run, and then once you set that limit in their tone, it does. It does. Like you said, it all comes back to us.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like women, we set the tone in our relationships. Ain't that right, Luke? But yeah, I think we set the tone in our relationships, period.
Yeah, you
like, we do.
It's a saying, a happy wife is a happy life.
And I believe it.
But they also, the dudes came back with one that said, happy spouse, happy house.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Let me-
definitely true.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you
that's
something.
true.
My father-in-law got a sign in his house that say, I run my household because my wife says I do.
Okay.
They're the truth.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
I do feel like the man is the head, but the women is the backbone. Like, we keep it up. We keep the head up. We keep the head up. And I'm a firm believer in, like, some of these dudes, like, I've met dudes that are, like, really successful, but they feel like they haven't achieved enough success and they can't be with a woman until they do it. And I really have to tell them, like, sometimes you may be meeting the right woman to help you get to that next level.
Mhm, I believe that.
You don't have to do everything by yourself.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Somebody can help you grow, and y'all can grow and build together. Especially with us being in our late 20s, early 30s, like, these are really our growing years. I feel like 20s was just another teens. Like, we just bullshitting and all that other stuff.
It's supposed to be. It's definitely supposed to be. And I do believe in it. Like, it doesn't just go for a woman meeting a man already settled. Sometimes you do have to build your partner and your
Yes,
spouse.
you do.
Pray for
Yes.
your partner
Right.
and your spouse, and let them know I'm here. Even when you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you too. However,
Right.
what you do with that is what you do with it. I can't just be here pushing and prying and pulling.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep wanting the best for you if you don't want it for
You
yourself.
can't have the dream for him. He have to have the dream,
That's
and you have
right.
to help him.
I can help you play it out,
Right.
but I can't.
And another
I
thing
can't
with
build
that
it for you.
prayer, you got to be specific with your prayer. Because I used to play around with a prayer. And I said I used to want a conjugal roommate that just helped me pay bills.
And that's what you
And
got.
when the Lord sent me a conjugal roommate that just helped me pay bills, that nigga was surly. I hated that motherfucker. He had to get out my house real quick.
Yeah.
That's what you asked
And
for.
I just feel like like y'all said, you have to speak what you want. You have to speak what you
Down
want.
to the little
You really do.
thing.
Make
You
it
have to
plain.
speak, and like y'all said, y'all have to set that tone too. Like,
Yes.
I mean, like I said, I wasn't settling no more, and I didn't. Like, I wanted, I wanted what I wanted, and I got that in my fiance. We started off as like friends. He was there for me in every way possible.
We started.
Yeah,
out
let's
as
close
close.
friends.
Exactly.
That's
And
exactly.
and that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. And and we didn't rush into it. We didn't have sex right away. He wasn't staying the night right away. I wasn't staying out at his house right away. We kind of was doing our own thing or whatever. We kind of built up into our relationship, and I was there for him. He was there for me. And we built each other up. I could say, we started pursuing like goals that we had. We started accomplish things together. Like, it was things that I felt like was going to take longer for me to accomplish. But once he became like my life partner, my best friend, I started accomplishing things faster.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Like, now, speaking of that, do y'all think that a little bit of the reason why we're kind of blind to some things is because we kind of jump into bed too quick with a
Yes.
dude when we meet
Yeah,
him?
of course.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of course.
I definitely think that too.
I
I think
think
it's
that-
kind of
I
blinding
think
a
it's
little
like
bit.
with our generation, instant gratification is real. Like, we want to rush things. Like, literally, some women, like, as soon as they go on that first date, they see their whole wedding. They see their children. They see the house they want. They know what they're going to wear. All this stuff when it may not even be that deep.
Mm-hmm.
It may not, but I do feel like in our day and age, we passed kind of a certain point of we just kicking cool in it. Like, don't waste my time.
Facts.
You know, I got to see something in us. Something.
Right.
It's got to be something, some type of purpose.
Right.
Whatever purpose it is, it's got to be something.
Like, you legit have to date with a purpose now, and you have to legit sometimes you have to tell people, this is what I'm searching for. Like, you have to ask dudes, like, I know I have to ask dudes, like, what is it that you're looking for? Well, you know, I just want something casual. I'm not the girl for you.
Well, guess what? That's the problem. They'll tell us in the beginning, like Kira said, show signs, and we choose to ignore. You got
fall in love with them anyway.
Yeah, you can't be scared to be like, okay, shit, he ain't for me.
Right.
Next. We just so hung up on, but he's so cute and he dressed so good and he smells so good. Maybe down the line he'll change his mind. That is the problem.
Maybe I can make him want me. That man already done told you in the beginning and he ain't trying to want you like that, and you done fell in love with the man like that. Now you looking crazy.
Knew he wasn't shit, was raised by people that wasn't shit. Like, some people come out of it, and some people take, you know, their upbringings, and they be like, okay, I don't want to be that way. I want different. And then you have people that are really products of their environment and don't know how. Legit, don't know how to love you, how to treat you, and probably never will. No matter what you try to show them or what you try to teach them, they just don't know.
And they'll never know.
Yeah. You got to be willing to be like, okay, that's it. I did what I could do, and now it's time to move on.
But you do sometimes. I know I ask up front. Is this what you want? Nope. Then we could, you know, I can't. Right now in my life, I can't entertain you like that.
Well, that's what you should have been telling Buddy.
See, Buddy, I don't even know how Kira know about this situation. I don't even know what to call this. It's not a relationship. We talk, but it's like, when I really get serious with somebody else, he get cut off immediately.
He's a comfort zone for you, like she said. You kind of slick using him. And sometimes it's not even about money. Sometimes it may be just a person that you know gonna answer the phone when you call, or gonna have your back, or, you know, good conversation. Comfort. Yeah, that's it. That's comfort. It. You need to step outside of your zone.
Well, he wasn't even my zone, so I need to step back in my zone.
Yeah. Something.
Step away from him.
Something you just have to figure out.
Yeah. He was the total opposite. I usually like little petite man. He's a big nigga with a gut.
Well, maybe you need medium then. Since you
did
did small, big, now you just need to try medium.
And a different nationality, maybe.
Yeah. I just can't go with the pink, man.
I also think, as women, we so quick to say, like, you know, what kind of man we want and all that kind of stuff. This just piggyback off of what Tandy said. We do need to make sure that we that kind of woman. And being a good woman is more than just looking good and being able to cook.
Yeah,
like,
they could cook for themselves.
Yeah. It's so much more than that. Yes. Are you compassionate?
Can we hold a conversation?
Yes.
Do you know how to look like somebody in public and not at the club? Yeah, like, it's just a lot with it, being a good woman. You got to, you know, be kind. It's so much. It is so much with being a good woman that, you know, really, when a man have a good woman, if he not a fuck nigga, let me just say that. But when a man have a good woman, he ain't be trying, even them fuck niggas don't be want to let that good woman go. Right. They want to do what they want to do, but they don't be want to let them go.
Yeah, they do. That's
because they
topic.
know.
That's the big
because
topic.
They know. Yeah. They already know what's up.
Yeah.
Because people really be sorry now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really a lot of sorry people. So when you get you a good woman, folks ain't trying to come up out that.
Well, you know, some folks think because they're outwardly beautiful,
that don't make you no good woman.
That's just, he gonna do this, he gonna do that because I'm pretty and this and that. And I've encountered that with people throughout my life. Well, I look like this, so that's why I can get. No, bitch, you can't.
People looks only go so far.
Yeah, your looks may make him talk to you, but he gonna find out you real sorry as hell real fast. And he gonna be like,
In quarantine, exposing all
he
y'all
might
relationships.
Because let me tell you, these dudes will stick to their standards before a female will.
Yes, they will.
Yes,
they will.
Yes, they don't want to settle.
A man will not settle. He want a woman that got her own house, own car, and I guarantee you, he not talking to no female that don't have those things.
Right. Not on a serious note anyway.
Exactly.
He may, you know, mess around with whoever, but men pretty much know, like, what they want their woman to have for real.
Right.
Like, seriously. So, you know, that's like another topic there. I mean, because that can go so, you know, far. But, you know, just don't ever think that you need to suffer and go through you know, all these struggles for love. Because I think that's what, you know, some women think. You know, I'm going to be his ride or die. So, like, you know, we can make it through this.
Yeah. Like, no situation is perfect. Don't get me wrong. I know that from being in relationships or whatnot. Even y'all that's in relationships know that. But you shouldn't have to be doing the most, like the conversation we had earlier. When somebody pull you too far out your character and you have to look in the mirror and you have to look at yourself and be like, damn, that ain't no shit I really would do. Why am I doing this? Like, I've been there before. Like, why am I walking through the hood at night to go get this nigga's tires? Like, really?
Yeah. People think that cheating is normal. They think disrespect is normal. Yeah. Being disloyal is normal.
But you know, something that, like Tina said, that really do come from your environment and your product. A lot of women over the years have grown up seeing their mothers not be in healthy relationships, or some of their people, their women in their family being dogged out. Like, I know for a fact I have seen people in my family leave with the mistress on the porch, waving while they going on vacation, and the whole town know that they messing around. Like, I have seen that with my own eyes in my family.
Well, we as women got to know it's not our job to teach them.
Right.
Or raise them. That's not our job. Right. Your job is to, like Kira said, set the tone. You may have done that in the past, but this is what I require. Mm-hmm. This is what you got to do to be with me. And that's that. Then let him show you. Right. Either I'm going to get on board or I'm not. And I think that's the misconception we have of being a ride or die chick. Ride or die don't mean drag my ass through the mud until I die.
It don't.
It's like they want you to prove your worth in order for them to treat you right. Like, if you don't prove, like I'm just going to start out dogging you. And if you prove to me you worth it, then maybe I'll treat you right. It don't work that way. That's ass backwards. Like, it don't work that way.
Yeah. And you also cannot let, oh, well, I ain't never seen, you know, my mom be loved, or my dad always cheated. You are a grown woman or man, and it's time for you to
need some counseling
build your own.
Break,
you know what I'm saying?
Generational
Yes, you're too old to say what you didn't see or what your mom or your dad went through.
Oh,
like,
my God, Jay.
No. Because at this point in age, if you're old enough to realize what your mom or dad went through, and you're old enough to realize that it wasn't right or it was wrong or whatever, then change it.
They just
correct it.
They can't. It's like, it's kind of like how people are taught something so long, like they legitimately live that life and they think it's okay. Because I had a friend that was like that. Her dad had did so much dirt that when it came to her being in like real life relationships, she literally told old buddy, as long as you don't make me look stupid out here in the streets, you can do what you need to do. Just don't make me look stupid in the streets. I'm like, bruh, why would you say that? Like, that's stupid. Well, my daddy did this to my mama. My daddy got all these outside kids, but he always came home to my mama. My mama always drove the best car. My mama always had the house. So my mama was the one winning. No, she wasn't.
Oh, my gosh, Brittany.
No, she wasn't.
No. But I feel her on the embarrassing part. I got 2 pet peeves. I don't like to be embarrassed, and I don't like burps that smell like bologna, period. I don't like to be embarrassed. Don't embarrass me. That's like one of my pet peeves for real. Like, I take it far because I don't want to be embarrassed. Do not embarrass me. Mm-hmm. Like, if you just tell me now, don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Just tell me now. Just go and tell me. Let me swallow it right now, here and now. Do not embarrass me.
That's my whole thing. I'd rather have a pretty truth than, a harsh truth than a pretty lie.
Right.
But then it's like literally with her life, I felt like it's a cake. You see flies flying around this cake. You're like, what the fuck? The cake is made of shit, but it's decorated pretty. That was literally her life that she lived her whole life. And she's like, eat my cake. And you're like, bitch, that's shit. That ain't no cake. Like, literally, you like, you know how people really try to paint a pretty picture?
Yeah.
And the house is falling the fuck apart. Like, no.
Yeah.
You're not about to sell me on this stream, and it's not real.
To the point where they start believing it themselves.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Right. And then her mama come home, cook every night, do everything for this man. But he still laid up with whoever he want to lay up with. And I'm like, bruh, you don't have to live your life like that. You do not have to be your mom. Well, they say get married.
Well, let me tell you, that's a different breed of man, too. Them men back in the day, you know, they was real life providers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they paid everything. They took care of everything. These men here, they want you to pay half on the bills and
still want to cheat on you.
Exactly.
Still want to cheat.
Exactly. No. So,
want you to put the car in
so
your
it's
name.
something that man was probably doing back in the day that these men aren't doing. So that's what they have to look at too.
And them women probably felt like they needed them men back in the day. You think about it. If a man sat there and got you pregnant with all them kids, you ain't had no job, you don't got no job, he the person that pay all the bills, it's kind of different. But we don't live in those times anymore because like Jasmine said, dudes these days.
And we get him a little too much leeway too. Like I said, we've been together a long time, and he'll introduce me and be like, this is my wife or my fiance. No, the hell I'm not. I'm your girlfriend. Do you see 5 kids sitting on my finger? Like, we give them too much. We operate as wives and don't require them to make us a wife. Yeah, definitely.
You got to stop doing some wife stuff though.
Oh yeah,
that's what I did.
That wife shit.
I was a baby mom. I ain't gonna. Let me tell y'all.
I'm a whole baby mom.
I had Kylie, and then 22 months later, I had Logan. I was still just a baby mama. I used to do everything. Okay. So I'm doing all this stuff like a wife, but I'm just still a baby mama, right? So okay, boom, you could just wash your own clothes. You could just do this by yourself, like just little by little, just start cutting off little stuff, little by little, like because I truly believe if I'm doing everything as your wife, why do you need to make me a wife? Why?
Exactly.
You get everything.
Exactly.
You get the milk for free.
You have nothing to look forward to.
Nothing.
You know,
these men be feeling like we supposed to prove. Some of them be feeling like we supposed to prove that we wifey material before they make us one. And
when
I
you
just
sat here and gave me all these kids at that point,
listen, told my body out the frame. At that point, you owe me a mommy makeover and a ring.
Hold on, got mine.
Oh, I'm nasty.
That right. All right, so look. Before we even close it, I just want to touch on this one thing. I forgot who said it. I think it was Jasmine, or was it you, Brittany? I don't know. But it was basically where it was like when you been the way you grew up. Y'all both kind of rubbed on that. So I just want to say this. So the way you grew up, people say, okay, so I grew up this way, that makes me think this way, or whatever the case may be. So I just want to say, I mean, I kind of believe that in a sense, but I feel like everybody have a choice. I didn't grow up in the best circumstances. I didn't grow up having a relationship with my mama. I didn't grow up having a relationship with my daddy. People who don't know me probably wouldn't even think that. But yeah, I literally just grew up having my grandma and my granddaddy raised me. And then, of course, we had a whole bunch of cousins in the house. So it's like I never really got that one-on-one love that, you know, children need growing up, period. Whether you have a good relationship with your mama or not, you had your mama. You know what I mean? So, but I say that to say that still didn't stop me from, you know, being who I am today. I feel like for me to grow up like that, I feel like the kind of traits that I have, like I feel like I am very, you know, motivational, you know, just everything. Like, I just feel like we all have choices, and I could have said, you know, bump my kids. My mama didn't want me, so let me just give my kids off to people too. But I wanted better. I knew what I didn't want my kids to grow up, you know, like. I knew I didn't want them to grow up, you know, and raised up with your cousins over here and your cousins over here and your cousins over here, holidays, birthdays coming, Christmas, all this stuff, and everybody, you know, your cousins still getting gifts from their mamas and stuff, but you ain't. You really just getting from what your grandma and them giving you. So, you know, it's kind of like a soft topic, so to speak, but look at me. Like, bruh, my mom and them ought to be proud of me. Like, they ought to be proud that I'm their daughter, but it's just like, I mean, them folk live their life every day. Like, ain't nothing wrong with them. They able-bodied. Ain't nothing wrong with them, but, you know, they just, them the choices that they made. And I can't go off how I was raised and be like, okay, well, I don't know how to love you because I didn't have love. I don't know how to be a friend because I didn't, you know, my mama didn't show me this, or I don't know how to do this and do that, because to me that's just excuses. I feel like everybody have choices. Yeah, some people be damaged. I was damaged, but you have to be strong and overcome it. You can't just use that as an excuse for the rest of your life. Growing up, maybe. But when you start getting 20-something, 30 years old, so you still gonna keep on saying, I got daddy issues?
Yeah.
I got mama issues. That's still gonna be your excuse?
Yeah.
To me, that's crazy.
Choose to do different.
Yeah, you have to choose to do different.
Especially when you have someone in your life that loves you.
Right. And I think that may be another reason why a lot of people don't really know me personally, but my friends know. There's probably a lot of the reason why my tolerance be so low for so much stuff, because I have been disappointed my whole life from the two people that was supposed to love me the most. So my tolerance for your BS is going to be to a minimum, because I don't know. I just feel like I have to have this hard shell on the outside to protect me, so that I don't give anybody the power to, disappoint me. Yeah. So, I get it that some people, say this is what I've been doing my entire life and this is how I watched and I ain't had this and I ain't had that. But come on, man, grow up, man. Come on. You got to be grown. Come on.
They're not growing up.
They just find
Ain't nobody about to feel sorry for you your whole life because your mama and your daddy ain't raised you or whatever the case may be.
To me, that's just an excuse.
That's an excuse for you to act. Yeah, for you not to.
Because they don't want to.
I truly believe that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And before we wrap it up, I do just want to say we have to stop thinking. I ain't gonna say nigga. I'm gonna say stop thinking a man love you just because he can't leave you alone. It's only because you make yourself available every time he's done doing him. No man that love you is going to hurt you over and over and over and over again. And that's just on period. All right. So now, what we're going to do here on the Look in the Mirror podcast is each time that someone comes on and we're going to do, okay, so you know how Breakfast Club do Don't Kill Today and all that kind of stuff like that. So I was just sitting there thinking, trying to figure out, okay, like what can I do that is going to be, something that I do each time. And that's kind of like, interesting, but something that nobody never did and, things of that sort. Besides, okay, of course, each time you come, you're going to have you some wine. You're going to have you some refreshments because that's just, common courtesy. But what we're going to do is, so each time we're going to, I want to know how everybody is feeling. So we're going to quote it can be a song or it can be, any kind of lyric of, however you're feeling today. So I'll go first. And of course, since this is episode 1, I do have to say my quote for today or my song lyric for today. And it may be a little, whack or whatever, but I'm still going to say it. But my quote for today, because, this is episode 1, is going to be, hopped up out the bed, turn my swag on, took a look in the mirror, say what's up. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right, so you know what? I know that was wet. Y'all ain't got to say it. I already know it, but I had to come up with something, at the top of my head. So, yeah. So we're going to go to Tennis and see what her quote, how she feeling today.
I'm feeling a little Sean John. It's, way up. I feel blessed.
All right. All right, and Jazz?
Let me see. Mine would be, I don't see nobody but me who I'm going to lose to, and that's Lil Baby.
Okay, girl.
Y'all coming out with all these crunk lyrics. I'm going to take it real mellow to Cali Uchis after the storm. She say, no one's going to save you now, so you better save yourself.
All right. All right, so I really hope that everyone enjoyed listening today. This was episode 1, He Won't Leave Me Alone. And we will be coming back to back like Drake, baby. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe.